Hello and welcome to Deliberately Creative. I'm Stephanie, and today I am doing my day 7 of doodling in my doodle journal. I'm pretty excited. I've made it 7 days. Remember, this is a doodle journal that I'm doing days. I'm not doing a month. I'm not doing a year. I'm not doing a calendar. I'm not doing a week. I'm doing days. And by doing days, I can say I want to do 30 days or I want to do 15 days. I've already done 7 days. I might as well go to 14 days. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to do some silly freeform flower type shapes and just fill a space. So I'm going to put some pencil line down. This is just an HB pencil. And I'm going to just fill a rectangle. Just like that. That's my rectangle. And I'm going to fill that. I know that sometimes the paper glares a little bit from my overhead lights, but it's the best I can do. It's wintertime, and even though it's only 1:30 in the afternoon, it's kind of dark. So now that's all I'm doing with my pencil. And the rest of it, I'm just going to do with my pen. And I'm just going to fill this in with varying sizes of easy flowers, simple flowers. Flowers that you probably grew up drawing flowers like some of these. Put a center down. And then I'm going to put a petal. And this one's going to be 4 petals. All right. Then I'm going to go around and give it a bit of an outline around each petal. Like that. I might fill my center with circles to make it a little more detail. I'm doodling this as I'm doing it. I'm telling you what I'm doing, but I don't have a plan. Except for knowing that I'm putting at least 3 flowers down. Because I already put the 3 centers up. Oh, and I'm wearing my mitts. I actually knitted these last week, right before Christmas. Actually, right after Christmas, that week in between, when you do things maybe selfishly for yourself. I wanted some mitts because my studio does not have heat in it per se. I have to leave the door open so that it can get heat. And yeah, we were away for the weekend and it hadn't had heat for the whole 4 days. So it got a little chilly in here. And I didn't leave the door open last night. I didn't want to flood the house with all of the cold air. So you do what you do. I think I want to put some little petals inside. That's fun. This is, a totally organic doodle, meaning it's going to grow as we go. And then I'm putting a little center line in. Those petals, I like to put a little curve to my line. It's kind of curving out. I am going to put a second line in this because the outside line I want to do where you color part of it and leave part of it uncolored so that you get some highlight. So I'm going to color, and I'm just using the same pen. I don't mind if I have some bits missing in my, if I leave little white speckles, that's okay with me. You can do these and make your own coloring sheets with them. Draw up a whole bunch of flowers, and then you can, take a picture or scan it, put it into your computer, print it, put it onto your tablet. If you've got a printer set up so that you can print from your phone, print from your phone. People seem to like that butterfly that I did that had this type of coloring in technique, where you color around, you leave some white spots. Generally, I try to leave my white spots out on the outside edges, on bends or curves. Sometimes I'll leave them in the middle, but it makes it really look shiny. In my head, I'm trying to work out what the next thing is going to be, but I need to stay present with what I'm doing also, because if I go a little too much off script with my talking like this, I might, color over one of my highlights that I want. If I did that, I could always go back in with my white pen and get those little things back. I am going to color in around some of those little balls. Yes, this is where if I was on my iPad, I would be resizing it so that I could see those much better. But, organic patterns can have wonky shapes and extra little fills. Actually, I think the center line is going to, on the outside, I'm just going to color around and kind of make it into a continuous circle, leaving that highlight around the center, around the inner edge of that circle. This is getting a lot more detailed than I was expecting. I was not anticipating doing this detailed of a flower to start off with. And sometimes I use graphite to shade, and sometimes I shade with my pen. I think this one's going to be a shade with my pen kind. So I like to tuck a shadow down in those crevices between the petals, and then just draw around it a little bit. Draw around the petal just a little, and bring it up into the next petal. Like that. Again, these don't have to be perfect. This is a journal of my doodles, and when I'm done, I'll be able to look at this and have it as an inspiration book, because that's kind of my goal, is to get an inspiration book made. All right. The rest of the other two here are going to be similar, might have different numbers of petals, but I'm going to color them in the same. So we're going to go into fast forward on this little bit and see what we come up with. All right, so look at this. These were so much fun. I don't know that I really want to put more flowers in here, but I think I want to do a few leaves. And the way I'm going to do my leaves is very freeform. And it might be, let's say I've got one branch of leaves going that way, and a little branch of leaves going that way, and then maybe one coming this way, and then this one's going to have like that. Let's just throw some leaves in here. These are my basic teardroppy shaped leaves. You know, they're something that tons of people do. And they're fun and easy. So just out and back. Just a teardrop leaf. Pretty much the leaf that you've been making all your life. And you can make them stacked up on each other like this. And have them get bigger as you go down. Or you can leave them overlapping. So I might do one that's overlapping here. It's about the same size. It's going to go, it hit a line. Oh no, I need to pick up my pen and then come back around. So that's how I make an overlapping leaf. And I'm going to say that there's leaves right here, and these are going to be overlapped by the ones next to it. Like that. See, you can do this. I like to start at the top of my leaf and work down. Other people like to start at the bottom and work up. It doesn't matter. It's whatever makes you happy and whatever works out for you. And then maybe I'll have another little branch that's going this way and comes out from behind that flower. And then there's some leaves just sticking out. Higgledy-piggledy. This makes it more fun. Oh, look, I just drew over the line for the stem. Oh, well, that's not a big deal. I might just draw some more of these leaves. Oh, look, you can't even tell that I did a boo-boo or had a misslip of my pen. And I don't think I'm going to do any serious shading on these guys. I like the lighter weight of the line, and it gives room to color. So I think this is going to be one that I will put up on my patron page for my patrons as a reward. And thank you for all the support. So if you're interested in getting a copy of this that you can print out and color on whatever paper you have, check out my Patreon. Everybody gets all of the printable rewards. The only thing that the higher rate folks get is they get their names mentioned in a thank you on the end of my videos. And I really appreciate anyone who goes on to make a, continuing subscription to my site, to my studio. Becoming a supporter of my studio, it makes me so happy to be able to do special things for you guys. Definitely leaving room for coloring. Oh, that's looking pretty. I like that. See? Do whatever makes you happy. This one is special. Drawing up my January coloring page reward for my patrons. And I hope you guys like this. If you are a patron and you have a specific request for a doodle that you want to learn how to do, I'm willing to go and learn how to do more doodles. This one, I think that is really pretty. And that is my day 7, 2023. There we go. If you enjoyed this, please click that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends, and make sure to go out and do something creative. Take care of yourself so you can take care of those around you. And I want to see you back here again really soon. Bye-bye.